And now for the second part of our main course, a feature on the Hawai'i Okinawa Center on the island of Oahu. Our producer, Greg Valoria, recently traveled to Waipahu to speak to Jon Itomura, Executive Director of the Hawai'i United Okinawa Association, about the center and its ties to Okinawa.
Aloha! The beautiful Hawai'i Okinawa Center is home to the Hawai'i United Okinawa Association. It serves as a living tribute to the original Okinawan pioneers who worked in the sugar and pineapple plantations with the hope of creating a better life. The Okinawan culture is thriving and strong because of its 100-plus year history in the islands of Hawaii. We sat down with Jon Itomura, Executive Director of Hawai'i United Okinawa Association, as he describes the origins of the Hawai'i United Okinawa Association.
The Hawai'i United Okinawa Association, or HUOA, was established in 1951, and this came about as a result of the Battle of Okinawa, or World War II. So, Battle of Okinawa devastated all of Okinawa, and Hawaii was one of many that wanted to help with the post-war relief effort. In order to do that, the military asked that we operate through one organization. And therefore, although we've had several Okinawan organizations prior to that, in 1951 we created HUOA to assist with that effort. And so formally established HUOA. The relief effort actually started a lot earlier in and around 1948.
Jon Itomura himself is a descendant of people who personally brought items to the devastated post-World War II Okinawa.
You know, so here in Hawaii, when we learned about the devastation in Okinawa, all the Uchinanchus at heart all banded together, raised money, you know, to the tune of probably $500,000 in today's money for the first effort of bringing 550 pigs to Okinawa, which included my grandfather being one of 7 men to take the pigs to Okinawa. But this created, you know, a line of other relief efforts and the bond between Hawaii and Okinawa to show even Okinawa till today that we have this connection, and Uchinanchus around the world have this connection.
The Hawai'i United Okinawa Association is housed in the Hawai'i Okinawa Center. Ground was broken for the 2-building complex in March of 1989 and was opened 15 months later in June of 1990. The defining features of the building are its roof tiles, roof tile mounted shisa or lions which wards off evil, and the Okinawan-style turtle-back roofs. Jon shares an interesting fact that shows the bonds between Okinawa and Hawaii.
And the unique thing about these shisas is they were made from the clay of both Hawaii and Okinawa.
Like many cultural centers of its type, it is home to clubs and social activities. Today's Hawai'i United Okinawa Association maintains the grounds and center with a few staff and a handful of volunteers. The outside grounds have several defining features like the Takakura Gardens with its beautiful koi pond and waterfall, and the Issei Garden which honors Kyozo Toyama, which encouraged immigration outside of Okinawa. The association brings its members together through the yearly Okinawa Festival held on Labor Day.
So one of the annual events that we have each year is our Okinawan Festival. Clearly the largest ethnic festival here in the state of Hawaii and possibly across the United States. So back in the late 80s, again through the urging of Okinawa through its governor, you know, they wanted Hawaii to bring its young leaders to Okinawa, and they created a Aloha Leadership Tour. And through this tour, they went and they experienced the Naha Festival in Okinawa. And they felt so much passion, they felt so much excitement about their own culture they said, we have to bring this home. And so by coming back home in and around 1981, they started the Hawai'i Okinawa Festival. Through the Okinawan Festival, all the clubs and even beyond are brought together in a volunteer effort. On an annual basis, we have over 4,000 volunteers working at our two-day Okinawan Festival every Labor Day weekend. We have visitors from Japan, we have visitors from Okinawa, we have performers from Okinawa that come down to participate. So we have 2 full days of performances starting at 9 in the morning on Saturday, going through 10 p.m. at night with our bon dance, and then continuing from Sunday morning all the way to about 5 p.m. And it's just overwhelming the amount of culture that you see in those 2 days.
You can find information about this festival or their visiting hours at huoa.org. This is Greg Gloria for the Nichi Bei Café.